Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? I'm not doing too well. Um, anyway, I had another one of those episodes with my eyes yesterday, late afternoon. Had a great day. Met up with Bobby and Jai. Time to get going. Had a great lunch. Bobby put out a video already, and Jai. Um, and had went and got 4 of the family kids and took them to Lotus and got a bunch of toys and candy and brought them over to the house and went swimming. I thought maybe I got chlorine or something in my eye, but I never went under the water. I don't know. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Maui is, and I don't see you have a premiere going on. Scott, here as always, thanks for the support. Douglas, how are you? Tommy J. Logan, how are you? I think that's it. I'm caught up. Hey, Dowlow, how are you? So anyway, so I don't have a clue why. I don't know. It was bad again, though. I got to take a pain pill. I don't even take a pain pill for my knees. Can you guys type it? You can hear me fine, right? Hold on a second. Yeah, that was a nice hum. Is that better? Hey, Martin, how are you? Hello to you. I think it's the middle of the night, right? Late night. You work the graveyard or something, I think, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys aren't subscribed and want to check out Koi and stuff, definitely check out Martin's channel. Yeah, I know I don't sound good, right? Yeah, and I just woke up too. I mean, usually I get up at 5, between 5 and 5:30, and I woke up at 8. It was 10 after 8. I went, oh crap. So came over, fired up the computer, got onto StreamYard and figured, well, I'll go over and see how long I can last over there. But I'm here. Security guard. Okay, makes sense. But yeah, so it was really a good day yesterday. But the sound's okay. Somebody give me it sounds okay in my ear. It must be okay. Oh, loud and clear. Scott did. Okay, thanks, Scott. Let's see. Yeah, I know, man. It's pretty weird, right, Andy? How you doing, Andy? I don't know, and it was really weird too because my wife earlier, well, when the kids were still here, sun was still out. She was having problems with her eyes as far as it was like looking through a fog. So I had some of the drops that I had from when I went last time, and I dropped them in her eyes, and it still didn't clear up until this morning. And last night I couldn't sleep. That's how much pain there was. It was weird. Same as last time, runny nose, and my eyes, pain. So I didn't go to the doctor this time though. But I mean, it keeps affecting my eyes like that, man. I don't know. It's kind of scary when blind would kind of suck, right? Blind and deaf, I couldn't even imagine. especially here in Thailand. I wouldn't be able to see anybody. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to think about that. But anyway, it was really a good day yesterday. I didn't realize. I thought that Friday was Children's Day. And then my wife said, no, that's just because they're in school that day, that they kind of, I guess, celebrated a little bit. But yesterday was the actual Children's Day. So the kid had two of the, I got a video. I'll probably put a video out. But two of the oldest girl and the second oldest girl, I told them you can buy, a toy or whatever, and we'll get snacks and whatever you want. And then they asked my wife, can we buy a shirt? And my wife said, of course, yes. And they bought two real nice, almost a hoodie jacket type zip up front, really nice deal. And I said, man, these smart kids. And they were wearing them. They wore it inside. As soon as they got, we got out of the checkout, they took them out of the basket and put them on. It's amazing. And, and it was warm. I mean, it was like 30. I think when we got in the car, in fact, it's going to be on the, it'll be in the video. I think I asked my wife what the temperature was, and she said 36. So it was warm. But they all got over here, got in their bathing suits, and right in the pool for a couple hours. They had a good time. That's the kind of stuff I want to do. I'd like to do every Saturday. We ordered, what did we buy? KFC and stuff. So they wanted KFC. So they got all that. But if we do have a kind of a family thing every Saturday, once we get the building, that's the way I want it to be. I think the kids are going to enjoy it. It'll be fun. Hey, Bo, how you doing? I didn't get a chance to watch. I was asleep in case you just got here. My eyes act up every now and again, way more often than I'd like. And I didn't sleep well. Didn't go to sleep till the wee hours of the morning. But that's what I'm hoping and planning on Saturdays in the future. A couple more people, the worker, the cousin, and his wife, and she has two kids, maybe 10, 12 people, something like that. I think would be fun, and it wouldn't cost. I mean, just to buy stuff to cook Thai food is nothing. Pork and that kind of stuff. And a couple of them like to cook. My wife will cook. My mother-in-law will cook, and then I'll do barbecue or pizza or something like that. Up there, I'd like to put in. I'd like to build a wood-fired oven up there, a little one, and I might look into that. I know there's a bunch of them on YouTube to show how to build it. Yeah, maybe I should. I don't know. I've been run down. I'll tell you what, the shots and the stuff I won't weigh myself for another week or so, but I got way more energy. I don't know what it is. Like when what did we do? We went and met Bobby and Jai for lunch. Felt good. Felt everything. Knees hurt, of course, just normal. But then went from there. We went to pick up the kids, and then we went to the Lotus, and I walked around the Lotus for a half hour, and no problem. Knees hurt, but not any big deal. Not beyond, not to where I wanted to immediately sit down or anything. And so I don't know. It's gotten better. I'm gonna actually try. I think I'm gonna try to start going back to the gym, but just on the bicycle, and maybe some lightweight. I don't know. Like I said, I'll never lift heavy again, but just light stuff. Hey, Maui's here. How'd your premiere go? Sorry I couldn't be there. Dude, happy Sunday. Hey, how you doing? I was just looking at, what was I looking at that I saw? You had commented on something. You were like at a beach or something. I don't know. I thought Gracie's here, right? I think you guys are. We're going to go to actually through Chum Pond. My wife has a seminar, 1-day seminar in Suratani. And we're going to take 2 days to get over there, spend 1 day there. Then we're going to go to Koh Samui for 5 days. and then come back. So that's going to be our little me and her vacation. So I'm looking forward to that. But me and in case you guys wondering why I said Jumbon is because that's where me and Mike's from Live My Ass Off actually met up for the first time. Good man, by the way. And if you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe to his channel. And you're a moderator here too, anyway. So if you want to drop the spot and Joe, I didn't see Joe here. The spot, your channel, Walking in My Shoes channel, whatever you want to drop, by all means, drop it. Like, yeah, actually, we're going to be stopping there on the 2nd. We're going to meet up with the kids. I rented a 2-bedroom hotel deal by their school. They're over in, and I'm going to mispronounce it, Nakom Panom, whatever it is. It's right over by there. It's the school, College of the Arts or something. So yeah, we're actually going to be there for one night on the way there and one night on the way back. So maybe we can schedule a dinner all together. Cool. There you guys. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to these channels. And hey, Huff, how you doing? Glad you could come by. Another great channel there. Good, wholesome family. It's a good one. I would highly recommend. Let's see. If I'm missing something, put it back up. I'm really slow today. Not too many showed up, but Saturday. Yeah, I know it is. I don't do it. I should probably do those premieres. Tell your friends. There you go. I think you're really close on the spot. If you guys aren't subscribed to the spot, I know there's only 18 people in here. Please subscribe to that. He's like, you're real close to 1,000, right? You're like very, very, very close. I think he was like in the 980s or something. Maybe Mike's will tell us. And if you're not, please just subscribe. Do me a favor. And if you're lurking and you don't know anything, subscribe anyway. Doesn't cost anything. And it will, they need to get to a 36 or 35 away. Okay, cool. And that 1,000 mark is, I don't know, I think it's quite a milestone. And I think it's an achievement just to get a channel of that. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of channels out there that never get out of the 200-300s, So to get to the 1,000 and get the community tab and be able to do more with the channel, generate some income if that's what they're looking for. I don't know if that's what they're looking for, but by all means, if you guys aren't subscribed to the spot, the link is up there. You can drop it again if you want to, Mike, and I will be greatly appreciated. There we go. Subscribe to your live last time. Okay, cool. I appreciate it, Martin. Hey, gorgeous, how you doing? Morning. Yeah, my eyes, man. This is the third time. Second time I went about, I'm gonna say a month and a half ago, and real pain, eyes just tearing up, nose running. Went to the doctor, and the doctor said it was chemical burns. Because I thought maybe I wipe, I eat a lot of chili here in Isan, Thai chilies. I chop it up and put it in everything. So I thought maybe I wiped my eyes or whatever. She said, "Oh, no, this is chemical. This is chemical." And yesterday, it was exactly the same, or last night. And I don't know. I didn't go near any chemicals, nothing, so hopefully it isn't, man. That freaks me out of, losing my vision. I'd be, I don't know, sad. I don't know what to say. It would be definitely a new adventure, something that God or whoever the greater being is, if there is one, would throw that curveball at me, right? Give me a break, will you, up there, if you're listening. But my wife too, like I said, she was cloudy. I put drops in her eyes last night, so. Yeah, she's here in Surin. I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's got a she does has a YouTube channel, and her and her sister have an organic garden. I bought 3 kilos and made pickles out of her cucumbers. And by the way, I didn't film a short or anything, but they turned out quite well. The dill, because it was so finely and dried and stuff, the taste is there, but it's like there's a lot of dill floating around in the water, you know. So if I could find sprigs of fresh or grow, maybe I'll even do that, or grow some fresh dill. They would be awesome. They taste really good. It's a good little snack for me. I just grab them. I just dip it once or twice in the juice there, and it washes the powder. I put way too much in too, so even if I have to use the dry next time, I'll just put in less. It doesn't need it. They tasted great, and that was with half apple cider vinegar and half white vinegar, and you could do it with either one. Uh, Everybody just saying hi. Yeah, yeah, they're here. When are you gonna you being try to make or try to taste? Now, my wife ate it and she said that she liked it. They were good, but it had some kind of a taste, and I think it was the dill, because I don't think Thai people are used to that herb. Um, but otherwise she liked it. But if you're going to be coming shortly to, I believe, get the silk deal that my mother-in-law is making. They'll be in the refrigerator. So even if I'm not here, just go to the refrigerator and pull it out. But I'm sure I'll be here. But yeah, you're. I've got 3 deals of it. They'll be here for a while. But like I said, those refrigerator pickles are easy to make, and they'll last 2, 3 months in the refrigerator. But the good thing about them is if I eat one of them, I could just cut some more up, throw them in the same jar, and close the lid, and those and pickle those because they were good the next day. 24 hours, they were fine. I'm imagining they're going to get better, but they were good and crisp. Your pickles, your cucumbers are good for making pickles. Uh, hey Tony, how you doing? When you're gonna want you readers to know? Yeah, I don't know. It could be too because I didn't think about that. The sugar, I don't know. Would it affect me? I guess it could. I don't know. According to the doctor, it was chemical burns, and that was the eye doctor at the hospital. So I don't know, but I should probably check. Well, I go in on the 19th to. I'm going to ask him about that drug that you guys are on, that once a week instead of every day, and I'm going to. I'll find out. They'll test me then. And I haven't felt like it's been really low. I can that's pretty distinctive feeling when your sugar gets low. Yes, I do. The early stages of it. And what's sad about it was when I got out of the hospital for those 3 months, along with now we know that if you want to quit smoking, lose 20, 30 kilo, and probably get rid of diabetes and high blood pressure, is just have them shove a tube down your throat and go into intensive care for a couple months. But yeah, my I was I was feeling weird, and I tested it, and it was real low. So he was starting to cut me back on my dose, and then I started gaining weight again, and it's back up to the normal dose. And it's that one that everybody's on. Somebody will remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it, but I think everybody that has gotten diabetes, the starting drug is this drug. Somebody will remember it. Really, Scott's saying. Got perm. Now, I haven't had it at all that I know of, anyway. Um, and I don't even know. Like if I was like, I guess maybe I would test myself. I think like Bobby did, but I haven't really been. I haven't been sick, but that's scary right there. That's sorry to hear that. and that's what I was kind of worried about with that last time that I went in, and she said it was the chemical damage because it almost seemed like it was long term damage, type thing. And I said, man, I hope this isn't a normal thing. And then now it happens again. Hey, Ads, how are you doing? I'm coming on your Monday, right? Monday night, 8:15 or something like that. Are you going to send me a line and let me know what time and all that? Let me know. I'm going to go on Yads in case you guys aren't subscribed. Somebody could drop Yad's link. I'd appreciate it if you haven't already. Scott's usually on top of all that, saying hi to everybody, which is what this channel is all about. And so I don't know. I hope I don't get any kind of damage, and I don't know. I mean, Bobby's he's older than I am, and he said it was like a not even a severe cold. It was like a normal light cold. I didn't really ask Jai too much about it, but I'm imagining the same. They were out and about and going around town. It was good to see them. Can't wait till they move here permanently, which I think is going to be sometime in the middle of this year. I don't think they know for sure, but it would be good to have some friends close to go out once in a while and mess around with. And I think me and Bobby are going to so I think we're going to do a separate channel on one day a week, us together. I hear the cat in the background. We got a cat that's about ready to have kittens, I think. Hey, Timmy, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, Timmy has a channel too. Please subscribe. Appreciate it. I got red eye in Thailand one time caused by washing my face in tap water. That wasn't 100% clean. Chemical they use on the fields can leak into the water supply. Yeah, I haven't gotten any kind of red eye or anything that I know of. I think I would know. Well, yeah, no, not that I know of. But yeah, it's just weird. It's got me a little bit freaked out. Not too freaked out, but when you think about losing your sight, it's a little scary to me, man. I ain't used to that. Because it was really weird. Because when I opened my eyes last night, extreme pain, and then they would just start to tear, and then you could find almost a comfortable where the pain was semi tolerable, with them just kind of squinted, and then I took the pain pill, and I think the pain pill kicked in, and then it started to taper off, and it isn't as bad as it was last time. Last time I couldn't even read the chat. I think back then I had a live stream that next day or the day after, and yeah. So okay, so she's saying tomorrow night. If you're free, today's Sunday. Is going to be my special guest. All right, cool. Thanks, Yad. And let me know. You'll let me know what time and all that. I'll make sure that I think you said it's like 8 or 8:15 or something like that, my time. But yeah, if you guys wander on over, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to Ads. One of the Filipina ladies who are amazing with their support and everything. They're just unbelievable. It is truly amazing. Everybody's saying hello. Okay, I'm caught up. So if you guys have any questions and I missed them, put them back in. Okay. Jans did say this. Wow. See, I missed that. It's going to be at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. We'll send you the link before it's on. And that we're 1 hour difference. That's 8 o'clock my time, right? Jans? I don't want to screw you up, so I want to make sure that I put it in my phone so that the alarm goes off. Sounds like water supply issues to me, but yeah, I never really thought about it. It could be actually. I really don't know what they do put. I'm trying to think of yesterday. I mean, it could be. It wasn't like I took a shower, and then as soon as I got out of the shower, it was, it affected me. It was like it creeped on from I was good all day, good at lunchtime, good up until through Lotus back here, and I want to say up until like maybe 7 o'clock at night, and I didn't do anything. I didn't even when I went in the pool. I didn't even submerge my head in the pool water. I only went as far as maybe my shoulders, armpits. That was it, and just played, with the kids or whatever. Hey, Mitch, how you doing? I was just thinking about you. Were your ears burning? I didn't say anything, but my mind was. I was wondering how you were doing. Hope you're well, my friend. But yes, but I will. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to check. It does give me some kind of. Although I run the water that goes to the koi pond, I run that through a filter, 3 filters. Um, so I don't know. I would imagine that if there was something drastically wrong with it, it would affect my fish somehow. But probably not a bad idea, Gorgeous. Probably a good idea to have it tested. There's everybody saying good morning to Mitch. Let's see, top of the morning. Hey, what's up, Sean? How are you? I hope you're well. But yeah, but they're probably not a bad idea. I wanted to get it checked anyway, and somebody said one time when I was going to get the well water checked, which I want to get that water checked too. I'm maybe going to start using that for for the pond also. That's the water I'm putting in the pool, and from the very beginning, it was clear. Then it went irony or brownish, where it would turn that brownish stuff. And now my father-in-law and mother-in-law use it to water their gardens. They've went outside my property and started planting along the walls. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. They've been using it, and the stuff's crystal clear. Not to say that makes any difference on what's in it, but I use it in the pool. But maybe I should have that tested too, both of them. But they said an agricultural college might be able to test it for you, and I could almost throw a stone and hit the agricultural college from my house here. So I should do that. Thanks for giving me that little bit of to push that direction. I didn't think about that. Let's see. Is Tom here? I didn't see Tom. And Daz is here. Daz is here early today. And Tom's here. Okay, cool. And Tom's got he probably hasn't posted it yet, but he will. Tonight has a live stream, I believe. If you guys aren't subscribed, there's the link to subscribe. But Tom has fun live streams, so I think it's 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Tom, I'm sure he'll. Excuse me. We'll drop the link, or somebody will, or Tom will put it in there. I don't know if he has a link to it. Live tonight at 20. That's 8, right? I think it's 8. But always fun, and I'd like to get. You're gonna do a thing, and I won't ruin it for your live stream tonight. But you're the semi-expert on this, and gold has stayed pretty much the same here in Thailand, and the frickin' against the bot is 32.8. What's the deal with that? I thought it was going to stay like 34, 35, but do you think it's going to come back, or you think it's going to keep going down? Because the gold here has been 29,650, 29,750, 29,800, hovering right around there, and the bot keeps dropping. I'm just curious what your opinion of that would be. It's great getting different perspectives and opinions in Thailand. Really appreciate your suggestions on different channels. Just watched. Okay, seems like a good guy. Cool. Yeah. If it's, I don't know that channel, so if somebody wants Scott, take a look at that channel, and it's something that's cool, which I'm sure it is, or Tony wouldn't have put it up. Drop the link for it. I've never seen it. I'd be interested. I'm interested. I'm imagining they're a Thailand channel, obviously, but the more the merrier. Gold is at a record high right now. Yeah, I guess so. So I guess it's going to keep going. I don't know. You think it's going to drop below 30? Or you think it's going to hang at 32.5 or so? Not just, I'm curious. I'm going to bring over some anyway, but it's almost 33. 32.83 is what I'm showing on my little gold chart that my wife gave me, a channel anyway that she uses. But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested. I guess the gold that I've got is that's a good thing. Hey, Richard, how you doing? Niners. That's right. It's football, isn't it? No, it's not, is it? What's today there? Not it's Saturday. Well, they have football games on Saturdays, I guess. I haven't watched any professional or college football or NASCAR racing, which I was a fanatic in both, pretty much, in 5 years now. It's really sad. But and Richard's, in case he's busier than what is it? A one-armed wallpaper hanger? No, paper. Probably screwed that joke up. Anyway, so he's going to take off. I think the rest. Oh, playoffs! Wow, that's how much I know. All right, go Niners. That's my team. The he's taken the rest of this. I think just this month, right, Richard? Just January, and I think he'll be back in February. So if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to Richard's channel, Richard Travels. Not travel. Did I say? I said travels. The Thais are brought up using their water, but for us soft foreigners, water can cut. Yeah, and I'm surprised. I mean, I push the limit sometimes when I go to a hotel and I forget to bring a big bottle of water with me for my coffee. I'll boil. What I do is I leave the top up on the little. Most of them are pretty much the same. The little water heaters, whatever you want to call them, tea makers or hot water makers or whatever. I leave the top up, and if you leave the top up, it'll just sit there and boil. If you leave the top down, it'll shut off on its sensor. But if you leave it open, and I boil it for 5 minutes, shut it off, and I use that for my coffee. I've been doing that since I've gotten here, and I've been lucky. But I would say I was more on the cast iron stomach side of from the States anyway. But yeah, I understand that. And my mother was always, she's an Italian, or is an Italian lady that saved everything. Oh, you can freeze this for 26 years. There's no problem. Frozen lasagna, whatever she could freeze, she would freeze. And she would leave stuff in the refrigerator. Oh, you just scrape that green stuff off. It's good to eat. And that's the way that I ate when I was a kid. So not so much when I got older. I stayed away from the way overdue stuff in the refrigerator. But yeah, I think that they do have. I know my wife, they eat a lot of stuff that is questionable, and they don't have any problem with it. I'm not a heavy drinker or party guy, planning on really getting the feel there to see what I want to live 4 to 5 months a year, and I'm a Browns fan. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Like I said, it's still, when I get back to normal here, my original deal is here for 4 months, back in the States for 2.5 weeks, and back, and that'll be my norm once I get back into that, which will probably be February, March. I'll be going back, and it'll be over 3 years since I've been back to the States. So once I do that, but yeah, and then when you're here, what did you say? I'm sorry, Tony. You said 4 or 5 months. How long are you going to be looking around for? Because you can get really the good thing. I'm imagining you're retired. I'm guessing. Is that if you come here, even I say stay 3 to 6 months, and but if you're looking for a place, in a specific place in Thailand, you can get decent rates on monthly now. If you go and 10,000, maybe 12,000 for a decent place in the places that I would look, like John Tiem, Pattaya, maybe Bangkok. You want to look at maybe Pachuap Kurikan, maybe Rayong. I'm a water guy. I would only be looking at places close to the water, but that's just me. And here I am in the middle of Isan. But yeah, I think that's a great plan. Um, and I think that's kind of what Daz is doing. Daz is still here. He keeps a I think it's John Tiem, right, Daz? If you're still watching or listening, um, I believe it's in John Tiem. He keeps his condo year round, and he's only here in 2 3 month spurts, and then back for a couple of months, and then back. Here 4 or 5 times a year. Um, I'm guessing he could be a little more particular if he's here, but he keeps his condo year round. Which isn't a bad idea if you find the place that you want to stay in, and then just keep it if you can afford to do that, because you'll get a better price on it if you sign a 5 year lease or something with them. Uh, hey, Simply, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Great supporter of this channel and many that I know of. Make sure you plan before doing your flights. Deep vein thrombosis is a real threat. I lost my uncle. Yeah, and I'm the worst too, because the times that I've traveled here, and I've I could clot and stuff, and from sitting, it can always happen in an airplane. The long flights from here back to the States, I'd get a window seat and I'd never get up even to go to the bathroom. And that's like the worst that you can do. So if anybody's listening, don't go by what I do, because I'll probably be one of the ones that die on an airplane. And sorry to hear about your uncle, but yeah, and I'm pretty much prone to that type of stuff. Um, yeah, compression socks, and that's what I should be wearing too. I should be doing a lot of stuff, but the first thing is I'm losing weight, so that's get the knees done, get back in the gym, and get freaking healthy and eat healthy, which I am now. So we'll see. The next weigh-in is in 5 days. 5 days, and right now we're at about like two, well, 2.5, a little over 2 kilos. So I'm going to say 6 pounds, which is fine. It's only been a week and a half. So if I could lose even 5 pounds a month, I'd be happy with that. And consistently keep it off. I think that's where people make a big mistake. They take big jumps at it, and then they go back to doing exactly what they were doing before. And I've been doing that my whole life. Yes, I agree with that. Most definitely, ET. Just supports everybody. And she goes all over and does great stuff. Are you back from Vietnam now, or are you still there in that? How's the shot? It seems, I don't know, man. If it's purely in my mind, I'll take that. I've got more energy even now, feeling like crap. I walked around yesterday. My knees hurt as normal, but it didn't phase me as much. The pain, and I could have walked even further than I did. So I'm going to start walking too every day and see what happens. And I got to get the knees done. Somebody wants, it was Jai, I think, that she wants me to try acupuncture. Anybody acupuncture thing? Bobby had went and got acupuncture on his shoulder. I guess he has problems with his shoulder, and he said his shoulder feel better. His shoulder was feeling better. So I'm going to try that, but they need to cut him off and give me new knees. My cousin, I still haven't talked to. He had both of them done, which is, there's no way I'm doing that. But he had it done right before Christmas. So he should be pretty much on his road to give me a bunch of information on what he went through. So we'll see. But I don't know. I got to get it done. I just can't be like this. I can't be. There's no way to my end days to, I can only walk a block and a half. I mean, that just sucks. And I've been that way pretty much since I got out of the hospital, because I was so weak from doing it. And then when I did get a little bit stronger, I was in the gym and everything was going good. And then the virus crap hit, and my wife said, "No, you're not doing that." And went off and got heavier and heavier and worse and worse. So I gotta do it. Mm. And I'll keep you guys surprised. But I'm, I'm taking a shot every day, and a couple of people on the channel here, including James, uh, Chocolate Man, once a week. So I'm going to ask him on the 19th. I go back to the doctor for him to check my blood for this drug and ask him about why he didn't prescribe that one. And it could be, my wife said, probably because this one's cheaper or our insurance covers more of this one and stuff like that. But hell, I don't care if I have to pay a little bit more just to have one. It's a pain in the ass every night. I don't see how people that are real diabetics deal with it. It sucks. Not that that little bitty needle is a big problem, but it is kinda. Hello, how you doing? One Day TV. I don't know if I saw you before. Welcome. Hey, what is that, Bob? That's Jai, right? I think it's Jai. Hello, brother ET. Well, maybe it's Bobby. We had a great lunch, man. It was awesome. If you guys haven't watched the video, it was a good day. Yesterday was a good day, except for last night at about 7 o'clock, and then the eyes went, and I didn't go to bed till 3, 4 in the morning or something, and woke up at 8 o'clock, and my eyes are kind of half open, but they're not hurting, so that's a good thing. Let's see, what did I miss something here? Had to put chickens in. Been seeing bobcats. Wow, wow. Let's see. Hi, one day in English, please. In English, please. Who is? Where's one day? One day, one day, one day. What is that? I don't know what it is. Scott said hello. Hello, host. Hello to you. There's Tom's show tonight. Tom's got a live stream at 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock Thai time. You'll have to transfer it over if you're from out and about. Sorry, wrong lie. No problem. I'm glad you could stop by. I'm imagining you know Bobby and stuff, or you know people here. So hopefully you'll enjoy yourself. Simply, guys, you may connect to one day. TV. She is an Australian Filipino. She helped a lot of small YouTubers to graduate to one. Very, very good. Very good. Very nice to meet you. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. An Australian. Where's all our Australian people aren't here today? Where's Mark? Brock, I think he's pretty much decided he's on vacation. I think the only ones he goes on is Richard Travel. That's it. Bodie from Washington, via Colorado. After my cervical spine surgery and lung complications, I've tried everything, including hospital, PT, and acupuncture. No help. Going vegan saved you. Really? I don't know, man. If they take a steak away, even though I might only want a steak once a month, man, I would miss it, I think. Otherwise, I don't know, man. I've gotten weird in my old age, too. And it's nice to meet you. I don't know if I've seen you before. Thanks for coming by and sharing. But I don't know. The more and more I see what happens to animals and stuff, and I mean, I'm a a carnivore from the gate. I feel bad sometimes. I would definitely never grow or raise anything anymore like I did with my wife. We raised a cow and and all that kind of stuff, and then have it. But I wouldn't do that. But going to the store, I kind of try not to think about what happened to them to get to this point where they're cellophane wrapped in a freezer. But boy, it sure is good. But yeah, I mean, if it saved you and your life, hey, that's a beautiful thing. I don't know if I could do it. Like I said, I don't know, man. Well, right now I'm not eating too much beef. I'm eating a lot of fish, but and that tuna in the video too, the one of my little short part of it with lunch with Bobby and Jai that I'm going to put out probably tomorrow morning. the tuna came. I think the tuna belly, which I think is going to be the one that, or I thought that was going to be the one that I was going to like the most. I haven't tried the other tuna steaks or whatever. I might cook those. I don't know. I'll probably still chop them up and eat them raw. But that belly, I think, is perfect. And it was, I want to say it was 200 baht for that section, which was plenty for a meal. And I made it the same way I made that spicy salmon that I did the little video on. Except I didn't put any. I'm cutting out the mayonnaise and all those recipes, and cutting back the sesame oil and adding more pepper. So it was hotter than crud, and I ate it last night, but it was good. So I'm going to order more of that. The problem that I've had in the past is when I've taken some fresh tuna and stuff, and even some frozen stuff that I bought, the texture is just way off. This texture was fine for eating raw. Cooking it, it changes the texture a little bit, but not as noticeable. When you're eating it raw, it definitely does. But the tuna belly, I can vouch for, and I might do a short on that. I still got to do a short on the pickles to let you know that those tasted phenomenal. But the tuna was good. And then I did get some corned beef, so I am going to go off I'm kind of trying to cut out most carbs and get a couple of good pieces of bread or something. I got some corned beef from the same person. In the video, you'll see the name of it. It's out of Bangkok. In Bangkok, they'll actually, I think, deliver to you that day. They have cooked stuff. They have pre-packaged meals. They have tuna. They have salmon. They have 1.5-inch steaks, regular size steaks. They got New Zealand. They got Australian. They got Thai beef. They've got pork. They got everything that you could think of. It's really, and they were super helpful. So some of the stuff, like I said, the salmon, I think I could get at Macro. Probably the same price, maybe a tad bit cheaper. The only reason I would buy it from there is that I could go over and it's semi fresh, and I haven't tried the salmon from there, but the tuna, I'm on board with the tuna. All right, that was a good rant. Okay, don't go vegan 100%. Just eat as lean as possible, and carbs are your friend. Friend like rice, pasta, potatoes, good energy, no cholesterol. Yeah, and I do. I shouldn't see. I'm supposed to kind of stay away from white rice, because of the diabetes and turning into sugar shit and stuff like that. So very I've done it like 2 out of the 4 times that I've eaten this spicy mix that I make, and I just eat it with chopsticks and just a little bit, like maybe, God, not even a handful of sticky rice, which still probably isn't fantastic for me. But I agree, there are some of the carbs that are a necessity, and my doctor doesn't want me to cut them out completely either. But hey, Grinch, how you doing? Hope you're well. I see Robert Mac Media is here, so if you're not subscribed, and I think Robert's still in Vietnam. I believe. I'm sure that he'll come back in, and yeah, man, I'm that's probably my favorite sandwich is corned beef and Swiss on rye grilled with yellow mustard, and pastrami could be pursued the same deal. Is probably my favorite sandwich. Awesome. So I'm gonna that's my jonesing, and what I'm gonna do for once a month. I figure I can have a meal of what I want, not overeating that meal. Even the meal that we ate with Bobby, I kind of just picked at it. I didn't eat. I would say normally I would have eaten twice of what I ate there. So maybe that shot, if Mike's is still here, maybe curvied my appetite quite a bit too, I'm gathering. Carbs are your friend. Yeah, exactly. And the brains. That's why people always say, now I went from, when I was younger, I went on a stringent 5 weeks. I went from 236 pounds to 176 pounds, cutting carbs out completely, and exercise. I was running 5 miles a day. I was young. I couldn't do it now. But everybody asks about what it does is deprives your brain. You can't. You're kind of dingy, and it kind of makes sense when I tell you that, like during the Rocky movies, Sylvester Stallone went on a no carb diet to get a little that type thing came from no carbs. So it's interesting. Eat more bugs. Yeah, my wife. I got a couple of them out there. They will eat her toes. They will take it out of her hand. She can pet them now. They'll come up even if she doesn't have the bugs in her hand, and it's a silkworm bug that she splits with them. One for me, one for you. Not too much on the frozen ones. I said freeze them, but they got to be defrosted when you give them to the fish. And she can pet them. I got to do a close-up video of it. I did one video, but it doesn't show her. She can put her hands in the water; they'll come right up, and she can pet them like she's petting a flipping dog. I'm not in great shape right now, Tommy. A lot of growth, tree brushes that may do short video. I guess I missed something there. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Vietnam time, I will be live and post on my channel tab. Okay, cool. I'm imagining when you're leaving. Cool. So you're still here. Follow the carbs to the end. Yeah, I don't know. Hand waving. Did I miss a question that you had? Did I miss a question? Let me go back and look. Sorry if I did. If I did, put it up again for me one day. And what it kind of catches my eye, because when you're not used to this channel, I ramble and I don't look at the flipping chat. So if you put question, for some reason it catches my eye out of the corner of my eye. If that was what's happening, I could be totally wrong. The government would have us all eating lettuce. You think so? I don't know, man. I've been like I said, a carnivore forever, but I'm a firm believer in anything in moderation, right? Yeah, there you go, right there. I agree with that 200%. We're on the same wavelength, or just anything in moderation. We're going out to the lake today. Do they have food there? Yeah, they sure do. I'm imagining you're talking about the reservoir type thing. I guess it's a lake. Yeah, along the one side, it's actually been building. Today's Sunday. Yeah, there probably are way more booths open. You go through the water district, the government deal. That's the one you're talking about. And on the other side of that, you drop down to the right, away from the water, and there's all sorts of. I'm going to say, when it's peak, when it's running, there could be 200 of them down there. But they'll be loaded up today for sure. Let me know what time you're going over there. Maybe I'll take a scooter ride that way if that's where you're going. One day TV, Ocean View done. Okay, so I must have missed something. You must have been talking to Bobby. Already connected. Cool. Yes, the reservoir. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's a good little afternoon out. We went over there for one of the kids' birthdays, and actually, I did a video from there a while back. Got here I was. I didn't think that I was going to make it 10 minutes, and it's creeping up on an hour. Awesome. Today I'm eating Farang food for lunch. Imagine that. Something different, right, Tom? Let's see. The Russians are here in big numbers. I guess no one wants to fight in Ukraine other than Afghanistan. Yeah, I don't know. The Russians, when I first got here, that was I tell the story when I flew into Phuket and stayed in Kamala for 8 months or so. But when I got there, it was the middle of the night, and the two things that I was most surprised about was the 7-Elevens. I could look down the street and see 6, and everything was in Russian. The restaurants were written in Russian and everything else, and then they kind of disappeared after that. But they are back. When we went to when we flew to for the fishing trip, I want to say that over I'm going to say over half of the plane was Russian. Maybe a third. A third of the plane was Russian. So yeah, they're definitely here, along with the people from India, which is good for the Thai people. Now, when the Chinese flood in, I think everything's back to normal. Yeah, she did. She went for, what was it, 4 days? 4 days. Yeah, she's back. She had a great time. Uh, yeah, and less sugar. What did you do? Thai food is great. I just say no salt, minimum oil. Yeah, and no MSG. Yeah, I'm lucky most of the time. Well, I don't know. We went the place that we went yesterday that was in that video of Bobby's Time to Get Going and Jai's. Um, Excellent food, air conditioned. A little bit on the pricey side for Thailand, but really excellent food. Probably my favorite tom yum uh, is there. And Bobby, he liked the flavor of it too. It was it's a good place to eat, especially when it gets hot here, which is starting to creep up a little bit. I'll probably end up going in the pool again today. Um, it's nice to go there and get in the air conditioning. You know. Hey, Sampit and Kenny, how you doing? Better late than never. Hope you're well. Uh, my Thai girlfriend from Siskiyou loves bugs. Yeah, mine does too. And one of the daughters, not both of them. Uh, the youngest enjoys the bugs, and I haven't tried them yet. I'll try the crickets because Mitch said they're more like just little crunchy things, with legs. I'll try those, but those silkworm deals that she feeds the koi, no way. They're cooked or whatever, but they're still mushy. It ain't gonna happen. Uh, this old guy is saying you are what you eat is very true. Yeah, and I'm trying to get it balanced now with like I said, and for Dune Sea Jedi, it maybe I'm gonna try to keep the beef down to maybe a nice steak. This I wanted to try, and I didn't order this time. The next tuna order that I give in with these people and I'll make sure that I put it in the video. Um, I get an inch and a half, and that's what I wanted. It's hard to get unless you buy a hunk of beef here at Macro and cut it yourself. You're going to get something that's a half-inch thick, and I like my stuff medium rare, so a little more on the rare side. And they make an inch. It's like an inch and a half. I forget the centimeters. Uh, they cut it that way. So I'm going to order 2 or 3 cuts of that, probably all um, New York stuff. Probably there are 2 or 3 different kinds. See which one I like. They're going to come frozen, and they put dry ice in there. Everything was still. I slammed the tuna together in the box, and you can hear it clanking, totally frozen. So that's awesome. So I'll get that, and I'm again with steaks and stuff. Tuna, not so much. Although, like I said, I found it now. I'm in heaven. It's hard to find fresh tuna here in the middle of Isan, but that the steaks, if you just let them thaw in the refrigerator for a day or two before you use it, bring it out, let it come up to room temperature before you cook it. People always make the mistake of trying to defrost something faster, and they say, "Oh, it tastes like crap." Well, that's because you tried to defrost it in the microwave, and you cooked it when it was still cold, and yeah, you're going to get a piece of crud. Always, even when you get a fresh steak, always let it come up to room temperature before you cook it. No matter how you're going to cook it, if you're going to put it in a cast iron pan, they're going to cook it on a coals, whatever you're going to cook it on. Always let it come up to room temperature. But get back rambling again. See, you guys will get it. It is maybe once a month. So I'll get a couple, 3 of them or something, and that'll cover me for 3 months. Once I figure out which kind I like. Best pizza I had so far after a tour of the country in Chiang Mai. What is it? Pinches and Dukes. Cool. I've never been there. I got to start traveling, and hopefully I'm going to get that way. And I'm going to start cooking more. I cook pizza here. I want to. Hey, big guy, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Um, I want to put in when I get that building up. I'd like to have a little. They've even got a little one that's cooked with pellets, and it's not expensive at all. And it sits right on your bar top or on a tabletop. And for the meanwhile, I'll probably get that, and then the other one's going to be a charcoal deal, and that's what I'll do the barbecues with. But they really like the pizza. The only thing that's weird being an Italian guy, my kids, anybody that comes over, they love the pizza. They want crab on it. They want pineapple. They prefer to have Thousand Island dressing, I think, instead of tomato, but they'll put ketchup on it, and sweet ketchup at that. And they love it, so we won't mind that. And the kids will try most of my stuff. And I'll start cooking some of this stuff, but they won't eat it. Let's see. Let's see. Kenny, somebody congratulated you guys. Arrived. Oh, really? So you're here. Very cool. So that's why people are saying congrats. We love to give it all a try. Can't make it with this trip moving up. Yeah, like some of the stuff that I like that I got to try to cook and see if I can make semi on the health. I like pasta fazool, which if you don't know what it is, it's a bean soup. It's almost like the Irish potato. It was the staple of the poor in Italy. It's a bean soup basically, and I really like it. I enjoy it, but I would imagine it's got pasta in it. It's got so I don't know, but a little, like I said, a little bit of here and there, and you can freeze it, which makes it nice. So I could put little deals around. Once I get on something where I'm losing every month or every week or maintain what I want to do, then I'll see what it is. Hey, is that Spanky or is it the bear? I think it's Spanky. Is it Spanky? Is that you? How you doing? Glad you're here. March 3rd or 4th, I'm buying a few porterhouse steaks. Yeah, they had T-bones, I think. I don't know if they had porterhouse, which is basically the same thing except for the size of the fillet. And New York on the other side, in case people were wondering. I'll have to look. I'll get to the name of this one, but I'm really impressed with that belly. If you're going to try to eat it raw, let it thaw, in the refrigerator or out. And it was good. Is HK. Okay. Thank you, ET. Be right back. Can't eat bugs, feels too much. Yeah, I'm not a bug. I will try the crickets. One flew on the porch the other day, and I pointed at it to my wife. You say, "You want to eat? You want to eat?" She just laughed at me. Okay, you're back as HK. That's all right. I know you as both Spanky and HK. Let's see. Bobby, it was 12C this morning still. Yeah, I don't know what it was here. It wasn't. I think it's going to be warm today. Let me check for Douglas. Because we're in my time of the year here. It's 26 right now. It was, come on. It was 19 for a low, and we've had our 12s here, and 34 for a high today. So I will definitely be swimming today. Try to catch up here. Yeah, the fog here again this morning. I wasn't up. I don't know if you were here when I said my eyes screwed up. I didn't sleep at all. I woke up at 8:10. Luckily, I almost missed the live stream. Okay, I'm caught up. So yeah, so it's going to be a warm one today. I think maybe I'll even maybe my wife will go in, or maybe more of the kids will want to come back, or some other kids want to come back. I don't know. It kind of gives me joy to watch other people enjoy something that we built here and we enjoy. So that's the whole thing about being here in Thailand. I think is giving. You're talking with Toby. My wife's talking to the dog. The maybe still be in hibernation. That could be. He's a good man, isn't he? I can't wait to meet Chris face to face. I was hoping it would have been already by now. And another one, and Robert Mack, who I am really kind of aggravated that I didn't get to go and meet Robert. I've been trying to meet up with him for a while. But soon everybody will be here. Bobby will be back, and we'll all be going out for lunch or dinner and stuff. Let's see. Mash thumbs up. Thanks, Bobby. And saying hello to Nitnoy. Yeah, she just walked out the back, going to probably feed her fish. And like I said, I'm going to get some of the ones with the bugs. She a close up of it, and she had her hand right in the water. They just come right up and put their head right in the palm of her hand and let her pet them down the side. It's amazing, and a lot more. These are a lot more pet. I consider them pets more than I ever have raising koi, and I think it's because me and my wife both enjoy it. Although my wife that passed, she did enjoy it too, but not as much as Nitnoy. Nitnoy is damn near worse than me with the koi. So we'll, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do a short on that. Bobby did a short that did quite well of the koi pond. I did one that didn't do so well. It's weird. I did one that showed the back of my wife down at the temporary pond, and I think I said Thai lady morning feeding koi or something, and it got a million. No, sorry, 1,000, 1,200 views or something. I don't know how they work YouTube, how they work their stuff. They thoroughly got me amazed. I don't understand it. I'm gonna move my microphone there. It sounds better there for some reason. But definitely worth having. I had the policeman that we actually gave some stuff to get some koi started. He stopped by the other day, and I set him up with a little small filter with some pumice stone in it. People get because here in Thailand they could throw the little mosquito fish, guppies, that kind of stuff, and their little stuff outside, and they survive. They think that any fish can survive without filtration, and then when they get koi and all their koi die, they don't quite understand why. But so he came over and he understands. So he's got 5, and I think he said it was 2 meter by 1 meter by about a meter deep, and I set him up with a little thing. He has a pump. So, and I told him once he starts getting it going to come back, and I'll give him some live filter media out of my pond, and it'll kickstart his filtration. It'll kick it, and they won't have that ammonia spike and stuff. All right, let's see. What did I miss? Yesterday, when you meet the bear, make sure to sing a duet. Yeah, we could do that. It depends on how much we drink, and you'll never see me drunk, so it'll probably never happen. But like I said, I'm just so bad, and I am so envious of people like you that can sing and have a voice, because I've got none. Even Bobby's got he's got a good country twang to him, and you guys have fun doing it, and I have fun watching it. So I think Dave can really sing. He's just shy. Yeah, I'm like, who was it in? God, what was it? My mind's gone. Oh, anyway, I'll remember here in a minute. It's a band, one of the biggest bands of all time, and I can't. And my mind's gone on the name, but God, Morrison. So who is that? And not Van Morrison. God, Bobby, come on, help me. Anyway, he was when he first started singing, he had his back to the audience because he didn't like his voice. He didn't want anybody to see him singing. Bobby will put it up there, and I'll be totally embarrassed when when you see who it is, because God, my mind is gone. Uh, yeah, I think so. Country western's his thing, and I'm hoping he's getting the stuff. I would be bummed if I obviously Bobby's a superb guitar player, um, and to be able to not be able to do that would be big time bummer. And I asked him the other day. I don't know if he answered me about whether they could do anything with that acupuncture for that stuff, Bobby. I bet you they could. Uh, that would be a bummer. So, okay, I'm going to name songs now. Light My Fire. Um, come on, how come my mind? Your mind's got to be working because mine's not working at all. I can think of songs that they sing and can't spit the name out of my mouth. When you said Van Morrison, because I Morrison, the one that died, overdose, probably one of the best bands of my era and my mind's, yeah, Jim Morrison. Now give me the name of the band. I like Van Morrison too. I don't know if you listen to the Doors. There we go. Thank you, Daz. Jeez, my mind's gone. But anyway, when he first started out, he had his back and kind of, hungered down and didn't want anybody seeing him sing. Thought his voice sucked, actually. I wish that was my case, but it isn't. But let's see. Did I miss anything? Prepare for some moonshine here. Yeah, like I said, my problem is that I'll never get intoxicated or drunk or again in my life, and so that would be the only time that I would say I would try to belt out something with somebody else that was drunk. Let's see. Okay, I'm caught up. Wow, pretty good. Did I miss anything? Let's see. No. Kenny Rogers. I read that. Moonshine. Hi, Bob K. That's my first middle initial. I don't know if I know you. How you doing? Pleased to meet you. Hello to you and welcome. Uh, don't get to see me this time, although I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I didn't get any sleep last night. My eyes were messed up and I look like crap. Not that I look that great normally, but well, you look at some of the old live streams or videos, you'll get a good indication. But I'm glad that you could join us. The more the merrier. But God, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. Let's see. What can I promote? I can promote if Tom's still here. 8 o'clock tonight. Thailand Digital Nomad has a live stream. I'm sure. I don't know who will be. Will you be there, Daz? I don't know. I don't know if Daz will be there. Daz was. He's back in. You're back in California, and you're going to be here next month. No, March, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. Hooking up with Daz again. And like I said, once I get back, or once I get shit under control, I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling during the week. So even if I take off Monday morning and don't get back until Friday night, twice a week would probably be okay. And some of that will be camping, but I'm probably not going to get the trailer and all that done until April, May, middle of the year. But that's okay. And I think it's going to be fun content because I'll do live streams from out there in the middle of nowhere. I don't care. I got a generator. I got an air conditioner. And most of the places that I'm seeing camper-wise that you would actually go and camp, which I'm okay with, although I'd rather be in the middle of nowhere, they have electricity. They're putting electricity out there for people, I guess, for their fans and stuff like that, so that because I couldn't sleep. Here in Surin, for this last part of our cool part of the year, I could do it. No problem. I think I turned on the air conditioner last night for the night. But for the past month, I haven't had it on, which is out of my norm because up until now, it didn't make a difference. 80 degrees, I was sweating. Now 80 degrees is like, oh, okay. If I have a little fan on me, I'm fine. So I guess by climate, my internal climate is changing. You should have eaten chicken feet. Yeah, maybe it's just freaking me out, Bobby, because I don't know what's causing it. Although um, gorgeous Thailand said maybe something in just the water here, but I don't remember like washing my face. The Doris Day. I know. Thanks, Douglas. Uh, um, I don't know, but I probably should have both of them checked anyway, because I want to use the well water for both the pool and the pond. And I don't think there's a problem in that, but I want to test the water and make sure it's not. For the pool, I got no problem. It's clear water. It's fine. Unless it's something that's screwing with my eyes. But I don't think so, because I didn't get my head wet yesterday. Not even splashed by the kids, nothing. So I don't know. That's the part that's freaking me out the most, is that I don't know what the hell it is. Maybe I should have eaten the chicken feet or bugs or anything else. Although my wife, she does all that, and her eyes went cloudy. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Her eyes are better this morning. She said pretty good. Uh, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. This is the third time for me, and I'm going to say the third time in maybe 4 or 5 months or so. So way too often than I would like. But let's see. I was just looking up at this. Let's see. I'm gone up. Hey, expat Paul, how you doing? Glad you could make it. That could be. There was a bunch of kids in there. I run the chlorine higher in there than I probably should. But I didn't get it in my eyes. I thought maybe it was the chlorine too. But no. Next time I order chicken here, I'm telling them no feet. And that was just a weird chicken, wasn't it? Was that like an anorexic chicken they cut up? I mean, the legs were, as I've had bigger frog legs than than that chicken. The chicken was good. I didn't see a breast in there, so these were breastless chickens, I think. I don't know. That was the weirdest fried chicken I've ever had. It was like, let's give them the parts that no one wants, and we'll sell those here. But they still tasted good. But I don't know. I've had better fried chicken, but I don't know if you got it. Yeah, it was weird and cut up weird, right? Yeah, I agree. We're on the same wavelength. Do you eat the toenails? I don't think Bobby even touched the feet. He didn't want. I noticed Bobby didn't like that, and he had a definite negative reaction when Jai, I guess, accidentally put a slice of squid on his plate. He couldn't get it off his plate quick enough. Um, Not good. There's Expat Paul. Scott dropped your link. Thank you very much. Scott's getting it. Scott's on top of it, man. You're the bomb. But yeah, it was a good place to eat, though. Like I said, it's right across. In case anybody's wondering, it's right across the street from the private hospital I was in, and I'm going to forget the name. Maybe Jai's in the chat can put it in, and it's actually in the Thai the Thai printing of name on the sign. It means papaya salad, I believe, and they've got like it's all indoors. I'm going to say they got seating for 60, 70 people inside in the air conditioning. Um, it it's good food. I mean, like I said, the tom yum what is my favorite there. Do you like the front legs or the back legs? So if I had I would rather have bullfrog legs. I don't know if they have that. I know they have these little frogs, but I don't. I don't know if I'd try to eat those. But if they had bullfrog legs, I'd eat those. Hey, how you doing, Jack? Master Chef. Uh, Having fun with that. No one's watching them, but I'm having fun with them, which is fine. I don't care. As long as I'm having fun, people can watch what they want. Uh, but I don't know if anybody's had frog legs, but way better, in my opinion, as good, if not better than chicken. And I'm going to say better than chicken. Um, I haven't had them since I was a kid. Basically, I want to say I was still in my teens, probably the last time I had them. But excellent, excellent tasting. Everybody saying hello. Our chickens don't have front legs. Does Douglas's chickens? Hey James, how you doing? Glad you could stop by. Uh, does Douglas your chickens? They have front legs. I think Douglas is smoking some of that funny plant that's growing in the yard. I was looking at the ones up front, boy. It's been so long since I've seen any ganja that's been grown outdoors. It's just such a ratty, airy bud. I'm not impressed. But I don't even know what they're growing it for. I have no clue. It's out there. They don't pay much attention to it except they throw water at it. That's all they do. Although my wife wants me to put in a hydroponic setup. We were talking about that yesterday, and she wants me to run aquaponics. She wants me to run the water from the koi pond through there, which I'm kind of leery of. But growing from seed, I'm not going to have much problem, I don't think, with introducing bugs or our cloning, or me doing the cloning. Then I would feel okay doing that. But I told her maybe we'll put one across the top of the room. My room next door is going to, of course, you all know, is going to have a observation deck on the top, 4x3, maybe across that front rail, because it only has to be to grow maybe tomatoes, or, well, I wouldn't want to grow something low, maybe lettuce or something like that, so you could still see over, see in the backyard, that type stuff, something short in there all the way across that. So it'd be maybe 3.5 meters long and only, 8-10 inches wide. A tray running across there with water running through there and then coming back into the top of one of those gray Baki tower or something. But she really wants that, or maybe put them someplace else up there. I don't know. We just have no room in our yard. It's kind of aggravating because I'd like to do a lot of things, and I don't really have the room to do it. Tell you what, I know. I did not know what those plants were. I showed them to Bobby. They're my mother-in-law's plants. I think they were given to her by a police officer too. And I'm guessing, I could have swore somebody said the other day that it's been decriminalized or moved. I don't know if they say did decriminalized or taken off the list. I don't remember, but I'm still not going to do it unless it's completely decriminalized. I want nothing to do with it. Noon made us get rid of all her black chickens. She cannot eat her own chickens. Yeah, that's the way I'm getting in my old age too. I don't want to raise anything anymore. I want eggs. I could do eggs. That would be it. But to actually go out and kill something and eat it, I leave that to the butchers. When I was younger, I had no problem. I'll kill anything. But nowadays, nah, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be thinking about that as I'm biting into my chicken leg or my beef or my pork. Let somebody else do it. Frogs as big as chickens taste 100% good. I think so. I'm in total agreement with that, ET. And I've had them as big as a normal chicken leg. Yeah, and I've never tasted any of the frogs or toads. Mm. Douglas, you won't know the difference when cooked up. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that, and the taste is better, man. I'm telling you, it's one of those things that I actually did say, and it tastes kind of like chicken, but I think better also, way better, and probably better for you. It's probably no, I don't know. Chicken's pretty good for you too. Um, let's see, sorry, but yeah, I don't know. Do they have bullfrogs here? Where are you at? You're in Malaysia, right? ET, is that where you're at? Can't remember. Sorry, but my mind is. I'm old. I love that excuse. I'm old, so if I can't remember something, I can just blame it on being old. But I wonder if wherever you're at, do they have them there? And I imagine they've got to have bullfrogs here. I guess I could go to the almighty Google and type in, do they have bullfrogs in Thailand? And the almighty might tell me whether they do or not. Up by Bishop, yeah, on the Owens River. I fished a lot on the Owens River, and it was really weird, Bobby. You say that my my first wife, my first wife's aunt and uncle in the Owens Valley. God knows what year, and you might know all this stuff because you were in all that water and all that kind of stuff. They lived there for 3 years or something in a tent. And when I would talk to the aunt was telling me about bar fights that she got in the bars there with you know back to back with her husband. Her husband I didn't meet; he had passed away, but she was she was an awesome lady. But they were there their whole life while they were doing the Owens Valley to take all the water and bring it to Southern California or whatever they did with it. But they were there from the beginning, and you probably know a lot about that. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, her stories were just, and she was telling me about when I was fishing on the Owens, I was trout was all I was fishing for, and she was telling me, "Oh man, you're missing it. Go to the backwaters where it's turning around and coming out." Me and my husband used to go there and catch just trophy size bass out of there, and I went and did that and caught some really quality bass. I released them, but she had a bunch of input about. Of course, they were there. They fished. They probably lived off of a lot of the stuff they were catching and eating. But it was really interesting. Oh, I did not know the black chickens were. They have black skin. They are more of a status thing and will not let me go to the gunfights either, or fish or hunt. I can only go to the temple and pray. Yeah, I haven't been. I maybe when I was younger, I probably would have been the first one in line to go to the fights of some kind, but not anymore, man. I guess I'm getting old and mellowing. I guess I don't know. They do not. They look just like toads. They have been squashed on the road. Which ones, Douglas? You wouldn't know. Yeah, but not that one. It has to be bullfrogs, uh, Douglas. It has to be bullfrogs, and they're as big. They're if you looked at it sitting on a plate, you'd think it was a chicken leg. It's not like they're some little toothpick size deal. They're a meaty leg. Wow, I didn't know. Okay, six in Big Pine. That's where they my wife went after we got divorced. She went to Big Pine. I'm imagining that's Pine. Um, and you were there way before that, but the whole family went there. My ex father-in-law, mother-in-law, one of their one of my one of her brothers went there, and my wife, and they were there for a long time. I want to say 15, 20 years, and then they moved up to Oregon. But the family, the aunt was just a what a kick, man. I mean, the stories she would. I wanted to hang out with her the whole time. My wife wanted me to hang out with her, but I I wanted to hear the stories. Yes, we can get from the interior of the wild, but they cost a lot. Wildflowers too. Love both of them. Okay, cool. Oops, Big Pine. Yeah, Big Pine, man. I spent many a times in the bar there in Big Pine. Gotten a few altercations. The Indians there loved to. The native Indians there, I found, were very good people. They loved to fight. They loved to get scarred up. The more scars that they got was better for them somehow. But it was one of those deals where if you got in a fight, uh, you picked each other up and went to the bar and were drinking and were buddies after that. back in the good old days. That crap, I think, is pretty much gone now. They'll rather run outside, grab a 9mm, and come back and shoot you. That's why I stay away from altercations nowadays. But had a lot of memorable times in Big Pine, and it had to be just a small nothing back in '68. I could imagine, because it was a small nothing when I was there. Um, yeah, I didn't even notice. I never Tinnamaha Reservoir. I fished there before too. Uh, Fly fished on that reservoir. Yeah, we had a lot of we were around the same places, just different times. I think, Bobby. But yeah, I like the Owens Valley. I enjoyed it there. I enjoyed the smell after rain, that sage smell in the air. It was just a nice place. I really enjoyed going there. And I went there even after we got divorced. I used to go there occasionally to have a free weekend. We'd have fun, and I'd take off, and I'd come back a couple months later and have another one until she finally ended up. I don't know. I think I got married again, and then I stopped all that. And you know what else too that she taught me about too was, maybe back then you knew it too. I don't know if you fished that much, but the browns would run up the streams a certain time of the year, and the fishing for them was just phenomenal. Um, it was just a good all around place. You could do pretty much go up in the high lakes. Back when I went, they had airdropped thousands of golden trout fingerlings up in the high lakes. So when I was in halfway decent shape, you could hike up there and camp and fish for goldens. One of the most beautiful fish, I think, and the browns, gorgeous, just gorgeous fish. Yeah, big drinkers. They used to lay on the street all night, and it's really weird. It was the first place that I went to where uh, they would get houses, build houses on the reservation and stuff, and nice houses, but completely overgrown. Every year they would get their big chunk of money, and everyone would go down to the Ford dealer and buy them out of Ford trucks, bring them back. They drive them until they broke down, and then they sat in the yard and became planters with weeds and stuff. I never quite understood it, but they got a big chunk of money once a year, and it was almost like a caravan going down and buying new vehicles. Yeah, great fishing. Really a good place. I would imagine it still is, right? I mean, I'm sure it's not ruined. Hey, Jay-Z, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Uh, but yeah, I would imagine I was. Maybe I should have set up with you. Maybe when you come back next time, I'll put some line on this rod and reel, and we'll fish for a couple of tilapia. Bring a little barbecue down by the water and gut them and cook them. I don't know if they do. My wife, I wanted to. We had tilapia in that temporary one of those temporary ponds. My idea, because we had it before we got married, was bring it over here and have the party and have people come up and pick a fish, bring it out, gut it, put it on a barbecue, and serve it to them. I thought it would be a little novelty, and she said, "No, not the Buddhist way." So I don't even know. I imagine you can. Most people would take them out of the pond and cook them and eat them. Morning to you, Jay. But I don't know. I did. I had a lot of fun in the Owens Valley and go up around the June Lake Loop and stuff like that. Some trophy-sized trout up in that area. A lot of fun. A lot of fun in that area. Susie and Alex Valentine go up every year to fish on vacation. Yeah, and I probably would. I'll have to check it out. You're post the channel. Do I? Who? I don't know if I don't know if I have that channel. Um, yeah, post it up. I'll subscribe. But I did. We enjoyed ourselves. I went up there one time with a friend and had I had an old executive motorhome. I can't remember what it was, 32 foot or something. And we went up there and spent a week just driving around up in the loop and everything else. We just had an absolute ball. He's passed away and gone now. Let's see. What time are you guys going to the reservoir, Bobby? What time is it now? 10 o'clock. I haven't eaten any. I haven't taken any medicine yet either. Probably ought to do that. Wow, it's been an hour and a half. Time flies when you're having fun with great people, right? That's because I can ramble about anything, right? But let's see. No one's working here today. I'll bring you up on the house. I've got to go to Taiwazadu and buy the 6-inch pipe, and he gave me a big list of the stuff he needs, and then tomorrow he'll start laying all that. It'll be so nice to get the trench put in. It's hard for me to walk on uneven ground with my knees. Get all that done and put the concrete and the planters and stuff in that my wife wants. Maybe a week, be done with that. It would be nice to know. I just want peace of mind. I don't like the way the drainage was from the very beginning, and I like my idea much better than what their idea was. So, and then that way I've got no one to yell at but myself if it doesn't work. But let's see. I think I'm caught up on anything. Anybody have any questions or anything? Put them in. Otherwise, I'm probably going to get started with my day. It's get over to getting to jump in the shower and get over to Taiwazadu. And I got to ask my wife and see if any kids are coming over today. Oh, excuse me. And I guess I'm tired still. But, oh, cool. There's a channel. Vacationing Valentine's. Okay, subscribed. We ring the bell. And I'm done. Thank you, Bobby. And now I'm back to my... Yeah, all right, cool. Long-time supporter. Cool. I'll definitely go over and take a look. I'm into it. Like a lot of the stuff, Australian, the one, I'm going to forget their name now. God. Guy's got like 3 million subscribers. He was an electrician, young guy. And now he's bought boats and property and all with YouTube money. But it shows he's a free diver and goes fishing off the coast there and just absolutely gorgeous. And I like his channel. I like a lot of that stuff. I like catching cooks and I like some of the camping stuff that people that solo stuff on bikes, moto camping, regular camping in small, stuff in teardrops and stuff like that. In fact, if I had my druthers, I'd rather have the teardrop, but this one that I'm going to buy and build out, I think is going to be pretty cool also. Oh, they live in Riverside. Okay, so they're close to you. And kind of close to my stomping grounds also. I don't know, I'm getting away from my microphone again. But anyway, it's been an hour and 40 minutes. Again, anybody that's watching, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. Anybody that wants to participate, you're always welcome to participate. Don't have to. I know I was a little weird when I started in YouTube. I didn't, I didn't do that. I think my earphones are dying. Anyway, don't have to come in. When you feel comfortable, come in, ask respectful questions. I got no problem with that. You plan to be there? Okay, cool. I'll if I'm out and about, I'll let you know, and I might cruise down that way. So if you see me cruising by, yell at me. But anyway, thank you. I hope everybody has a great morning, afternoon, and evening. I'll play Richard from Richard's Travels outro that he made for me, which are just absolutely awesome. Thanks again, everybody. This makes my time in here. I really enjoy being able to ramble and having a good time with good people. So I will catch you on the next one.